Hello, my Sloth Squad! Sloth Power here, in real life. Whoa, aren't I cool? So, who remembers 2018? I sure don't. But in that year, the studio Light Chaser Studios released an animated movie called Cats in Peachtopia, or better known over here as Cats, as it was originally released in China. Yeah, so as I said, the movie was called Cats in Peachtopia, but it was later dubbed in English and released over on Amazon Prime in 2020 under the name Cats. At first glance, you would probably think that this is a movie akin to something like The Secret Life of Pets. Oh, buddy, you naive soul. My class and I watched this in the last week of school, and we also thought this stupid, shallow thought. And let's just say when we finished the movie, we all had a little more trauma than we started with. And of course, my little content ADHD brain went, we could make a video out of this. Now, one more thing before we dive into this, frankly, terrifying movie. I'm just gonna remind you to subscribe. Doing so helps the channel a lot, and it's free! So anyway, on with the video. So, the movie starts off with this girl carrying this cute little gray kitten into their house in Soviet Russia? I mean, it is snowing, so it's either winter or they straight up just live in the gulag. So the kitten is brought to an apartment, and the woman's other cat greets her. I don't think that's a cat. Yeah, I think this chick just has a panther in her house. Anyway, the panther cat is quite pleased with the kitten and makes friends with it and gives him this necklace with a marble on it. Yeah, I'm sure this definitely will not be central to the plot whatsoever. No, definitely not at all. So then Panther ropes the little babby cat into his schemes and gets all of these stray cats into their owner's house because obviously if one stray cat can get in, why not all of them? So they all get kicked out, including the panther cat. Wait a second. I thought the cat was owned by the celery stick girl over here. Why is he getting kicked out? What? So the gray cat, upset that his friend got, kicked out of the college dorm, runs off and in doing so gets lost. And celery stick over here finds the kitten and we see a photo montage of everything this kitten went to. Man, this kitten must have gone through hell. It's got into fights, almost got hit by cars, chased around by dogs, fell off buildings, tormented by children. I'm surprised this cat isn't dead yet. He must have used up all his 9 lives in this one montage. Now the cat becomes shut-in, as one would. And we flash forward into the future when this cat has a son. The son's name is Cape. Yes, like the thing the superheroes wear. At first I thought the name was Kate, like, a regular name. And I was confused on why they were using he, him pronouns. And we also get a name for the chunky cat at this point as well. His name is Blanket. And with these names, I once again have valid proof that y'all cat owners name your cats the weirdest things. Like, seriously, why do you guys name your cats things like Egg, or Hot Pocket, or King Midas, King of Fishlantis? Cape is acting like an annoying brat and he's trying to wake up his dad.
Daddy! Daddy! Daddy!
Huh?
One thing you'll notice right away is the voice acting. I refrained from bringing it up until now, but the voice acting isn't very good. Everybody sounds very monotone, and it feels like they forgot what emotions were, and the voice acting requires you to actually, act. I think I noticed it most in Cape because right now he's giving me the Pinocchio with true story energy.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
Daddy, the city, what's it like?
Alright, well, clearly we're in New York City or something akin to it, and not Soviet Russia. Guess I was wrong. Cape wants to explore the world and leave to be on his own. And then Celery Stick comes back in here, and she brings a macaw with her. This is Mac the macaw, and she is one of the worst characters in the film.
You think I'm an idiot? A feline Peachtopia? If there's a cat, Shakespeare.
Her voice sounds like a squeaky rusted metal pipe, and she's the main character, by the way, so we're stuck with her. Celery Stick clearly doesn't know how birds work and gives Mac an open perch. I'm pretty sure that's a terrible idea.
I see.
Water! Water!
So it turns out that Blanket is hydrophobic. When he gets splashed by some soda and acts like it's gonna disintegrate. So Blanket gets mocked and he finally tells Cape what's out in the outside world.
Peachtopia!
Peachtopia?
A paradise for cats called Peachtopia. Seriously?
670.
Whoa, hey, I was not expecting a musical number. This shows up completely unwarranted, and this is the only time when there's actually like a full-blown song in the movie, and it just feels super out of place and just weird.
Peachtopia is a place where all cats can wander freely all day long.
Man, this looks like one of those Meow Mix commercials or kitty litter ads. Blanket literally cannot sing. He is literally singing in a monotone voice. I swear. He is singing the same note and just pitching it up or down slightly.
A place of milfish and fantasy, where every cat can be very happy.
So, from this musical number, all I have figured out thus far is that you have to be on an insane amount of drugs in order to get to Peachtopia. Peachtopia just straight up looks like an LSD trip. The climax of the hallucination, kind of near the end, Cape sees his mom under a peach tree. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot to mention because it's kind of important to the plot. Instead of a dad that's not around, we have a mom that's not around. Ooh, twisty, it's like a plot twist. It says that the glass bead that's now around Cape's neck leads to Peachtopia, and judging by what's on the bead, Peachtopia is an incinerator. So, it's heaven? Let's not dwell on that for now. Cape is convinced that his mom might be in Peachtopia for some reason. So he starts trying to Mission Cat Possible his way out of the apartment. Until, of course, he nearly falls to his death via shimmying out of the apartment. As normal cats do, as you would know. So anyway, after his dad saves him, his dad says that his mom is in Peachtopia. And so now Cape has a new goal. Fly to Peachtopia. After a montage of failure, the group finds a tablet. I have no idea why this just happens in the movie. It just does. They just randomly find a tablet and then suddenly Cape turns into an iPad kid. Oh no, Cape's part of Gen Alpha now. After watching enough How To Basic on YouTube, Cape somehow finds enough household appliances to build a fully functioning kitty cat rocket.
I ain't even going near that.
He starts heading towards the direction of what he thinks is Peachtopia, and then eventually switches to a hang glider, as all rockets do. As Blanket and Mac proceed to freak out because, oh my gosh, this cat just built a fully functioning flying machine with no opposable thumbs, by the way. To Cape, and Cape crash lands into this huge garden-looking thing. It's apparently a zoo, but I don't care. I'm gonna call it the Twisted Garden of Eden. And then we flash over to Blanket and Mac, like, almost immediately.
Oh, great photo. She saw where Kate landed. Hurry up, quick.
There's no way you guys saw that. You guys are like 20 yards away. Oh, come on. I can at least account for like, oh, maybe they heard her because, oh, cats have good teams. There's no way y'all saw that. We then flash over to Cape again. Jeez. And what you're starting to notice is this movie is trying to give you whiplash with the amount of times the POV swaps. This POV swapping continues throughout the movie, and it gets really obnoxious and makes the movie really hard to follow because you're constantly trying to figure out which group you're following, and then by the time you figure it out, oh whoops, we're back to the other care. Kate finds all of these animal sculptures.
Hey.
Ah! The bunny speaks.
Excuse me?
Oh, no, never mind. It's just a monkey. The monkey and Cape gets jumped by a pack of raccoons, and the monkey ends up getting captured.
No!
Well, hope he didn't get attached. We only knew him for less than a minute. Then we flash to this glass sculpture guy. The movie doesn't actually give him a name, so I'm just gonna call him Sculpt because I'm lazy. Sculpt notices Cape and a necklace on his multiple CRTV, on his multiple CTR TVs that monitor his property for some reason.
Hey. Hey.
Oh gosh, the monkey's back from the dead. Oh my gosh.
There's cameras everywhere.
Oh, no, wait. It's just a Panther Cat. Panther Kitty returns. So now Blanket and Max steal this girl's iPad with relative ease, I should say. They have a fight with a seagull over it, and it falls, and they fall off of the ferry into the water.
With your stupid feet!
Wait, shouldn't Blanket be having a water panic attack right now? I guess his water anxiety only works when the plot wants it to. Anyway, we aren't gonna find Cape because the iPad's all smashed up, so, oh well. Meanwhile, over with Cape again, he ends up at the secret stray cat bar. So, the Panther Cat gives Cape some cat food and vodka. Yes, vodka. He gave him minor alcohol. You can't be doing this, man. This is illegal. This kitten's like what? Like 5 in human years? He's a baby. Raccoons come in and like trash the bar, I guess. They just barge in. And wait a minute. I didn't notice this before. Enhance the image. Oh my gosh, is that a red armband like the hecking Germans in World War II? After a close call, Blanket wakes up on a boat.
Babby, get up!
Oh, jeez, it's my nightmares. Nothing of substance happens here. So Cape goes to chat with the Panther Cat on this precarious metal beach.
That Peachtopia. Does it really exist? Is it really here on the mountain?
It is.
Really?
It's at the bottom of the lake. Feline Peachtopia, the Valley of Cats.
So what you're telling me is that the paradise for cats is under the water, like Atlantis. And cats are a species that is known for hating water and swimming. Yeah, this totally makes sense, movie. Blanket and Mac make it to the garden area with the factory, while Cape decides that he's gonna go to the bottom of the lake himself and find Peachtopia. All while this song about Peachtopia is incessantly mewing in the background.
Happy land, that's Peachtopia. A paradise no more than that. But we're busy.
Blanket and Mac fall into this area full of blankets and find this shell up from Bug Snacks looking ass.
He's hanging in the air. He's levitating. Is he a god?
It's a metaphor. Peachtopia exists in our hearts. Only meditation leads us there.
Peachtopia is a metaphor. Cross the eye, carried the one. Oh my gosh. Peachtopia is heaven. This is a death cult. Drown themselves in the lake and find Peachtopia. It could also be eternal happiness, but death cult theory seems more in line for later in the movie. Like this sporty antelope comes in and starts talking like a wannabe Sonic the Hedgehog.
Brother Deer has advanced in the meditative arts. Too kind, too kind. How's Brother Antelope's magic pill? Well, it has its ups and downs. Not easy. Oh, Sister Goat is here too.
Oh, hello, gentlemen.
So, how's the mystic calligraphy going for you, huh?
Now there's also this goat that can do calligraphy. Hey, movie newsflash, introducing minor characters halfway through the movie is not good storytelling. So Sonic the Antelope tells Blanket and Mac about the glass factory.
It's very dangerous. It's full of nasty raccoons who kidnap other animals.
Yeah, truth is, cities and people are everywhere now.
If it's so dangerous, why do y'all live in a home of brightly colored blankets? Seems like pretty bad camouflage to me.
I'm interested. Oh, tell me your secrets. We'll find Cape and then...
Alright, bye Mac. No one liked you anyway.
How dare you play such dirty tricks? No respect, no respect.
Ah, damn it. So at this point, Cape has reached the glass factory and starts touching random things with no regard for his safety. Everybody except Blanket and Mac and the stray cats get captured by the raccoons. Except there's no explanation for how the deer cult over there got captured. Figure it out yourself, I guess.
Those must be the raccoons.
Apparently Blanket has never seen a raccoon. So back to Cape, Sculpt is pissy because Cape doesn't have the magical Egg McMuffin bead and throws him in Pussycat prison.
The boss is upstairs. How come you're here?
It's you.
Oh hey, it's the monkey we knew for 30 seconds. I completely forgot you were even a character in this movie. What comes next in this movie is when we go from 0 to 60 in literally 10 seconds.
On the last day of every month, he chooses one animal to make a mold for those terrifying sculptures of his live. The boss says that doing this gives the work its special spark. That's for those animals here.
Yes, you heard that right. Apparently, the molds for these glass sculptures this guy makes come from animals being bludgeoned by clay. So, Blanket reunites with Panther Kitty in a very anticlimactic reunion. You would think this would be more emotional, but the actors make it sound like Blanket is happy he got a B+ in his math class.
You're... Little Blanket, all grown up.
Blanket then finds out that Cape has been taken to kitty incarceration and decides to save him. But uh-oh, it's storming, so plot convenience kicks in and makes Blanket scared. Blanket gets over it in 2 seconds and yeets himself out the window.
Tristan.
Oh, he's fine. Never mind, there's still 30 minutes left anyway, so of course Blanket couldn't die. So, cutting back to Cape and giving me whiplash from the amount of POV jumps from this movie, Sculpt comes in to select the animal to go to the clay crusher. Oh, and this is just a quick question, nothing to do with the plot right now, but if this guy hates animals enough to lock them up and crush them with clay, why does he have raccoons as minions? Like, did the raccoons just have a really good business deal? I don't think they can talk and make deals with the humans. Did Tom Nook get involved with this?
Look, they got lucky. They were able to catch some rare specimens.
This man refers to common household animals like they are rare scientific discoveries. These people are either morons or they are just complete recluses who have never left the twisted Garden of Eden that they live in. So, Sculpt decides that Cape is gonna become a cat pancake. But it's not just Cape. Oh, no, because what he says after is just so dark for a kid's movie that I feel like you won't believe me unless you hear it from the movie itself.
The factory is completely doomed! Since it's doomed, I want you to make me molds from all of them, one by one, until they're all dead! Start with him! Torment him to death. Throw him in the kiln!
We cut to Blanket and Panther, where Blanket finally reveals what happened to Cape's mom. It was a better love story than Twilight, but of course. This movie had to pull a Bambi and make it sad.
You can't imagine how tiny he was at first, and so adorably pink, with his closed eyes.
Look, I know cats have some kind of color blindness, but that's not freaking pink. Sir, that is white and gold. That's right, guys. Blanket's wife got knocked out the window by window blinds and went splat off of a 5-story apartment. So back in the present, Macintosh McCaw flies to the factory and finds Cape, telling him that his father is gonna bust him out. But after a failed escape attempt, looks like it's kitty crushing time. But before we all are a witness to the feline flattener, we have to watch the Blanket Brigade outsmart some raccoons.
Worst case scenario, we land in a pot of raccoon soup. Terrifying.
No, I'm pretty sure at worst you raccoons are captured by animal control and tested for rabies. But hey, I mean, whatever you think, Nazi Raccoon. Blanket decides to give the necklace back to Panther Cat and save Cape on his own. Yeah, we'll see how that works out when your son is literally being squished into oblivion. After like 5 rounds of clay squishing, Cape decides to do a 3000 IQ move and play dead to go out with the trash. So in this next bit, we get this jarring scene with like no sound effects and solely just this ominous sounding music, eerily silent as we see a dead looking Cape being thrown in a plastic bag, chucked onto a conveyor belt to the incinerator, but it turns out the Cape is just plain dead, which makes it worse. And during all this, his dad is witnessing what he thinks is his only son's corpse being burned after being killed. Just play the clip. But he doesn't get burned alive after all. But Cape's dad doesn't see this. Mans is traumatized. So Trauma Cat and Mac get captured, and Cape tries to go after them until Panther urges him not to.
He thinks I died!
Cape really just said the line, "He thinks I died," with the amount of enthusiasm you would say if you forgot your 50% off coupons to the Disney store.
Your mom isn't in Peachtopia.
She's not in Peachtopia? Mama, there's only me?
Your mom died long ago. Your dad told me.
You're lying.
Panther? Harsh, at least let him down softly, damn. Also, Cape says you're lying with as much enthusiasm as one would have when they found out the last slice of bread was stolen from them by their younger sibling. Panther decides to make a deal with the raccoon. Cape and the Egg make Muffin Bead for freedom and Blanket. But whoa, what wackiness, it was a ruse the whole time. Turns out, we're just gonna threaten the suckers instead with a blowtorch aimed right at this raccoon's face.
Sorry. I changed my mind a lot. I've thought it over. Not gonna happen.
This one frame right here is making me realize that Panther looks like a mix between Shadow the Hedgehog and John Wick. So the animals are freed.
Everyone, do as I say. Okay. First group, second group, third group, hurry!
Wow, I love how everybody can telepathically read Cape's mind to know exactly what to do in this plan. So the animals board this weird glass Noah's Ark thing and try to escape under the water.
Daddy!
Sculpt has some mad grip, man. He must have rope burn for days, bro. So Blanket adds enough weight somehow to tip everybody, including Sculpt, and Sculpt grabs the bead and gets blown away and drowns. Villain defeated in the most anticlimactic way possible.
It's okay. It's just an ordinary glass bead. Just a souvenir. Huh?
You're telling me the MacGuffin meant nothing? Then what was the point in keeping up the facade that it was integral to getting to Peachtopia if it meant nothing? Oh yeah, side note, the whole reason the bead meant so much to these stupid freaking cats is that Panther used to be owned by the glass sculptor, but it comes in so close to the end that it literally just doesn't even matter. So we're moving on. So the animals all get to Peachtopia somehow, and it's like we're 5 minutes from the end, so I'm just gonna skip the cutesy montage here. So now Cape and Blanket are chilling on the Windows XP background. Blanket decides to go home with Mac, while Cape decides to explore the world. And Panther Raccoon set up a guard post. Okay, whatever. Cape tells his dad that his mom might still be alive, and he's able to find his mom, even though she is clearly dead, because in his eyes...
Daddy! You only saw Mom fall, right? Maybe she's still alive, somewhere!
This kitten has no logic, but to be fair, this movie has none either, so I can't fault him for it. And the movie ends on a fake deep note with Blanket basically saying, maybe the real Peachtopia was the friends we made along the way. So, that was Cats. This movie was frankly pretty terrifying for younger kids, and they would be traumatized. And there's no sense to the story, and all of the POV swaps give you so much whiplash that if you spend more time thinking, Peachtopia isn't actually worth all this work. Now, make sure you subscribe, maybe I'll do this again sometime, and just to end this trash movie off, I'm gonna have a speed run of the movie, but it's only every time Cape says the word Daddy. Start the counter.
Daddy! 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 Daddy!